welcome to day 6. So day 6, one more day left. So happy that you guys have been following along and just learning and practicing with me. Not only, of course I wanted to do this to just share some of these techniques that I'm using and just to share some of my knowledge in my life, but it also keeps me accountable too. So I love sharing these things and having you come along with me. So yes, so to begin, we're going to write down 5 things that we're grateful for this morning. So what are those 5 things that you are grateful for? Remember, they can be something small, they can be something more broad, whatever feels good for you today. Good morning. So once you've written down those 5 things, then I want you to think of one word that you really want to embrace today. So an emotion, maybe an energy, whatever comes through. Could be joy. It's the weekend, right? So joy could be energy, peace and ease. So writing down that word and then thinking of 1 to 2 things that you can do today to help you step into that. Being very intentional. I like doing this because truly, if we can be intentional about how we are being and what we are doing in our day, then we're not at the effect of things. Good. All right. So let's start with just some gentle movement and some breath work. So to begin, we are going to find the cat and cow movement while seated. So just crossing the legs. You can either just grab onto your knees or you can grab onto the shins. I want you to just take a moment, take a nice big inhale in, exhale out. And then as we inhale in, we're going to shine the chest forward, bringing your gaze slightly up, and then exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, almost like you're rolling back, but you're keeping your arms or your hands as your anchor. Inhaling in, exhaling back, feeling that stretch through the back of the neck and into the shoulders. Inhale in, exhale back. Keep going with your breath. Again, feeling or just doing what feels best for you today. Maybe it's going a little faster. Maybe it's going a little bit slower. When we can tie the breath with the movement, that's when we really get the energy flowing. So you can find that ujjayi pranayama, we call it in yoga, that almost like that Darth Vader breath. It's like you're fogging a window. So but then you bring the lips to close. Let's go 2 more rounds, starting now. Inhale back to center. We're going to find our sit bones. So there's going to be 2 variations for this one. So if we're going to be working the core a little bit. So a reason why I want to work on the core is if we think about our 3rd chakra, this is our seat of our power, of our self-confidence. And so by strengthening our core in that area, then we can embody those emotions and that energy a lot more. So the first modification, or the first one, is going to be a nice little boat pose. So with this, you can grab onto the backs of the legs and then just point the toes. You can even just bring the tips of the toes down. Otherwise, you can extend the legs long, like so, like a 90-degree almost. You can extend the arms like this as well. So all of those modifications, finding which one feels good for you, but we're going to do some breath with this as well, that breath of fire, that Kapalabhati. So I want you to think about squeezing the legs together, squeezing the knees together. I want you to think about bringing navel to spine, up and in, shoulders back and down, almost as if you were leaning back in a lawn chair. So breathing in, just finding your breath. And then if you're comfortable, you can extend the arms long. Remember, you can bring your feet down if you need to. And I just want you to find that breath of fire, that it's going to feel a little more difficult because you're holding the core. Keep it going. Body's going to shake. Welcome that new energy into your body. You are moving, moving and moving and moving. A little bit more. Then release. Good. Coming into a nice little runner stretch. So I want you to think about finding length in the spine. Think about bringing your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. And then we're going to square off our shoulders. I think you guys can see me. You're going to square off your shoulders to your left foot. And then just gently walk the fingers down. Think about pulling or pointing your left toes up towards the ceiling, or even gently pulling them back towards your shin. So there's no need for us to really just fold into this right away. But if you're already pretty bendy, pretty flexible, you can go straight there if it feels comfortable for you. But again, we're just waking up those muscles, especially in the legs and the hamstrings. If you're sitting a lot during the day, this is a nice stretch for you. Think about finding that length from the tailbone all the way up through the top of the head, switching it to the other side. Good. So find length. And square the shoulders off towards the right foot. And then walk the hands gently forward. Noticing if one side is maybe a little more stiff than the other. Still connecting to that breath. So inhaling, breathing into the belly. Exhale, navel back towards the spine. Good. Walk the hands back up. Bring the legs out long in front of you. I want you to bring your arms out long as well. I don't know if this is easier. So thumbs are pointing up, fingers are pointing out long. And we're gently just going to start leaning our way back a little bit. And then inhale, bring it back up. So I want you to keep the integrity in the core, in the spine. So I don't want you to be rolling back like this. Find that length. We're not going to be going all the way down. But again, we're working on that core, working on that third chakra. So leaning back. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Find that audible breath. Keep it going. You've got it. I'm already sweating a lot. Good. 2 more. Inhaling back up. Whew. Scared to lift my arms. Just kidding. Shake it out. Shake out your week, the work week. Good. One more breath work here, and then I'm going to just take you through a gentle meditation, and then we'll do our oracle reading. So we're going to extend the arms up. So we have the bear paws, so bringing the fingers in, tentacles pointing inward, and we're going to do the breath of fire where we, on our exhale, bring it in. So when we do this, I want you to think about relaxing the shoulders down on your exhale and thinking about we're pulling in. I want you to think of that word that you had wrote down earlier of what you want to walk into, what kind of energy or emotion do you want to embrace this weekend. And every single time you're exhaling, you are pulling that into your force or your energy field, into your body. So inhaling up, exhale down. So we'll start, take a nice big inhale in, exhale out, half inhale in, then remember it's forceful inhale or forceful exhale. The inhale is quite natural. It's not a full inhale in, it's about halfway. And you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. It's almost like you're pumping your stomach when you're doing this breath of fire, this Kapalabhati. Make sure you're not dumping into your stomach, so leaning too far forward, but find that nice, equal balance in the spine, in the front and the back body. Keep going, you've got it. Nice big inhale in. Bring the fingers or the thumbs to touch. Fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the organs up and in. Sit bones up and in. Tongue to the top of the mouth. Hold it. Then exhale, float the arms down. Whew. Bringing the hands to the tops of the knees, palms facing up. You can choose to just keep the palms open. Otherwise, you can bring your pointer finger and your thumb to touch. Just connecting with your breath. So as you inhale in, breathing into the belly, exhale, letting it go. Think about softening the shoulders and the jaw, softening the eyelids. And then with your eyes closed, thinking about rolling the eyes up and in towards the 6th chakra, so your 3rd eye. As we do this, we're activating our intuition. And I want you to begin to think of that word that maybe you wrote down or you thought in your mind, that feeling that you want to really embrace this weekend. And I want you to see yourself in your mind's eye. I want you to see yourself as if that were already true, that you were really living in that energy, embracing that energy. What would you look like? What would it feel like? How would your body feel? How would your mind feel? Would you be smiling? Would you feel grounded? And then I want you to begin to think about, what is it that you would be doing? If you were fully stepping into that energy, what would you be doing? How would you be showing up in life? Still connecting to your breath, inhaling in, expanding the belly, exhaling, dropping the navel back towards the spine. With each breath that we take, we are slowing down our nervous system. You are capable. You are worthy. You are strong. You are vibrant. You are abundant. And you are prosperous. Gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Coming back to this space, and just take some gentle neck rolls. Just halfway from side to side. Really allowing the shoulders to be heavy. Good. Blink the eyes open. All right. So, said a nice little prayer for our cards. And we are just going to ask that all of our angels, our guides, our guardians be present in this space. What is it that they want us to know? What is it that they want us to do? Got some throat chakra stuff today, guys. It's good. So when we think of the throat chakra, so collectively that's just the energy that I'm picking up. The throat chakra is really about expressing your needs, about being able to express your creativity, just being able to express clearly. It's actually very connected to the third chakra that we were talking about, so our confidence, our self-esteem. All right. I'm laughing because we just had this card yesterday. So I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. So we literally just drew this card yesterday, but I did have a lot of people reach out to me afterwards and tell me that this card really resonated with them. And so I think it's powerful that we drew it again today. So if you can take a look at this card. Yesterday we talked about that golden energy that surrounds us, especially during the meditation, and saying that all the love that we emit from this gold energy, or all the energy that we emit from it, is love, and all the energy that we welcome in is only love. You'll see the flower at her heart center, and then the moon at her third eye, really trusting her intuition, tuning into her spirit and her soul. All right, so I'm going to read this one again for us. 26. Yes, this one's really about meditating. So if you're new to a meditation practice, continue to just maybe go through the last few days and watching some of these and just using that as your morning practice, or you can simply YouTube meditation videos. So here's what it says. Meditation teaches us mindfulness and acceptance. It allows us to witness our inner world and learn to look honestly at what we discover so that we can consciously expand into our best selves day by day. In stillness, we rediscover our essential nature of peace, love, and bliss. This card is a reminder: do not remain a stranger to yourself. Meditation is a tool and a practice. Pause and cultivate an ability to listen. Observe your inner landscape and be aware of your tendencies with a less critical mind so that you can experience the world around you and within you with more ease. Meditation will deepen your presence, awaken creativity, lower stress, and enhance your ability to be centered through it all. Gently step away from the noise of life, return home to your body, and generate more light to share with the world. The line that really spoke was, observe your inner landscape and become more aware of your tendencies with a less critical mind so that you can experience the world around you with more ease. That one really rang true when I read this. So really learning, like when we meditate, we are tuning into our mind, body, spirit, especially our body and our mind. Actually all three equally. But even when we are doing these practices, like the gentle movement and the breath work, we're tuning into what our body is telling us, right? Like, where are we feeling that congested energy? Where is our body maybe aching a little bit more? How is our breath? Like, our breath says a lot about what we are experiencing in life, both from the physical body, but also just our mental space. And doing these practices without being so harsh on ourselves. It's all about awareness. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, right? So let this really sink into you. How can you become your best friend? How can you be more gentle with yourself? How can you connect with your inner self more? So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Tomorrow is our last day. Again, this has been such a pleasure to practice with you every morning this week so far, and I look forward to tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Sending you so much love and light.